Somerset Maugham short stories. This is a first note. If it's up to me, there will be another 50 on these short stories because I love them so much. Somerset Maugham with Marcel Proust and a few others, Flannery O'Connor more recently, Bernard Malamud, are among the best writers I have ever read. And in fact, they are included with various works by critics on lists of the best writers. Be it the Modern Library Top 100. The Guardian has Marcel Proust. It doesn't have Somerset Maugham, but that's I wouldn't say a mistake. That's their choice. I mention mine. These stories have been not just fascinating, but medicine, to refer to what they use in vocabulary, very often in Little Big Man. Medicine. Medicine is not just medicine, something you take to feel better. It feels to me like it could be a drug, it could be it could be energy, it could be probably energy is a good choice of words. And it might also be in another medium. Donnie Brasco, it might be Forget About It. It's Donnie Brasco. Johnny Depp explains in the movie at one point, forget about it can be used just as forget about it, but then a woman is gorgeous, forget about it. Or negative, he was so mean, man, forget about it. So you can use it to as an universal matrix mantra covering so much. Coming back, many years ago, I was a student in university, and I interrupted my studies for 2 years on medical grounds, and had to spend time in hospital, which can be a bore, obviously. It can be also exciting on a side note. When I was in the students, I've been through a number of hospitals, but in a student hospital, there were boys, men, but the second floor or third, and the lower floor, first, ground, whatever, underneath him, there were the female students, and it got interesting. Things were happening in some of those supposedly sick men's beds. But anyway, on Unmai near Victory Square, in that hospital, I remember staying with really sick and old patients this time, so no other entertainment except for Somerset Maugham and his South Sea stories. And they were marvelous, they were fabulous, they just gave me medicine, to repeat that. Lifted my spirits and all. So, to mention for a first note just briefly, the fascinating ones. That couple seems at cards so lovely and decent, but we find out that they had been in love and they just killed in the jungle the woman's former husband. In the jungle they found some of his belongings after quite some time, which proved in a way who done it, as they say. It wouldn't stand in court, but we as readers have the benefit of finding out from the writer who knows everything, all-knowing, omniscient at times. Then the three fat women of Antibes, who have such a terrible time when there's one coming in who doesn't respect any dietary rule, butter, sugar, donuts, you name it, she has it. There's that young man with his kite. Then there's this mixture of charm, magic from the Orient, the woman who's placing a spell on the man who's disappointing her and being disloyal, and the charm works. On a ship, he just drops dead. Rain, in which I think Bette Davis in the adaptation plays an important. Ia uite mă, ăsta a fost. Aba nu. Ok. Finish.